You know, it's pretty incredible to be a WWE fan. Well, you do know that we do have points coming in towards everything. And it's very hard to think that do they listen to you as a wrestling fan? They don't listen because they just don't care about everything on top of everything. And I'm gonna see everybody who is in that arena tonight. Right? On Monday Night Raw. Oh yeah. Let's see what we got tonight on Monday Night Raw. What do we get tonight? In Key Bank in Buffalo, New York. Oh yeah, because I know you sat there to see a 24/7 championship writing. To see Austin Theory win the United States after Balor had no title win. And a lie detector test. As with Ezekiel and Kevin Owens, with Chad Gable hosting it, and via squashing a jobber, and Rhea Ripley turning heel on Liv Morgan. So why would you think that I would be a big WWE fan in 2022? I don't even know how to think about I'll be pursuing as a big wrestling fan in 2022 where we're gonna buy stuff. Also, I don't even know how you could take yourself as WWE fans in 2022. I don't even know. Let's ask the question, would you think that I would be a wrestling fan when we're getting garbage on a weekly basis here in 2022? Because we've seen a lot of shocking things go down this year. Roman being positive for a couple, for I think it was 5 days. Yes, 5 days. Also for winning the United States champion. Scott Hall passing away. Okay. The War After Mania being a cliffhanger from Price is Right. Yeah, when that was War After Mania. Yeah, after the Cody Rhodes segment. I could have easily done that, but I didn't. I guess I don't have energy to do it. Becky Lynch sounding like that guy from Gollum. WWE unifying the belt and the tag team champions. Now we gotta find out, will the women's and the mid card be unified? And cause Miz and Edge both teased hints about Cody Rhodes until Vince McMahon decided to go for it. Go for it. And a lot of things we have been getting in 2022. Even the scooter race for the scooter race and many other things. I don't know how you could be a wrestling fan when you're producing garbage in 2022. Well, WWE it's a company where people should stay away from because you're getting garbage on a weekly basis. Tonight, admitted it tonight, putting all these. To know, is it awful when entertainment? I don't even know what it was tonight. I don't know what I was watching tonight. What were you all watching? Because I knew you were back row, like I said, to watch a 24/7 championship wedding go down, seeing Angel and Hoboto from SmackDown interact with it, Bobby Lashley challenging Owens next week in an arm wrestling contest, also for winning the United after Balor had no win. A pick your poison type deal for Cody Rhodes versus Seth, where you all thought it was going to be Dean Ambrose. But then we got Kevin Owens, which I don't even know, is Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins still friends right now? Ezekiel's lie detector test, and then after the flying colors lie detector test, we get Ezekiel versus Chad Gable. Rhea Ripley turning heel, and then Sonya Deville challenging Bianca Belair next week, and Rhea's destroying the job. But enough of that, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all like what you see, you can click the like button and the subscribe button on all 3 channels: Super AJ Styles Nick, Super Roman Reigns Nick, and Super John Cena Nick. You can also follow me on Twitch, DeviantArt, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. See what you like. See what you like from all 3 channels: Super Roman Reigns Nick, Super John Cena Nick, and Super AJ Styles Nick, all 3 together. But enough with that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into Monday Night Raw. So the show starts off with Cody Rhodes once again. Correct? Tell me if I'm wrong. Cody Rhodes started, let's see. Cody Rhodes started the Monday Night Raw last week, being on the Miz TV before that one-on-one matchup. This week, it's that same thing that we got on after WrestleMania, on the Raw after Mania. So of course, shall I play the video? I shall do it. I gotta be careful for copyright claims. But it seems like I didn't get it last.
Is that at WrestleMania you had an unfair advantage?
Ooh, unfair advantage.
You came in as Mr. McMahon's surprise opponent. Ooh, Mr. Cody Rhodes, you've been back after all this time. I didn't have the proper time to prepare, and so I lost. I have been to the mountaintop. I have been WWE champion, and that makes me...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that might be beating Roman Reigns at either the UK pay-per-view or at SummerSlam or Money in the Bank. Or maybe they turn, or do what I mentioned last week, or even do a Fatal 4-Way matchup featuring Nakamura and Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, and turning it collectively into a Fatal 4-Way match.
But if all of that whole diatribe, that whole
Tantrum? Oh yeah, because he was angry because Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins both all got through the pass. And then Seth went to have a meeting with Vince, and then Vince said he's getting his match, but it will be his handpicked opponent, which is going to be one of the most funny, the best thing about 2020. And of course, wait, oh god, as you can see, Jerry the King Lawler is on color commentary right now because Cody Graves is on vacation. And because of that, Cody Graves is a replacement. They handpicked Jerry the King Lawler to be with Jimmy Smith and Baron Saxton. I think there's a...
You already to WWE to run from challenges. So absolutely yes.
So as you can see, someone decided that Cody Rhodes will be facing an opponent of his choice in the main event of Monday Night Raw. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it it's the second week Cody Rhodes has closed Monday Night Raw. He closed the show last week with the match with The Miz. And this week he's closing the show against against the handpicked opponent, which I guess I kind of spoiled. I don't even know, why would I think that, was it going to be, because people are saying, oh, is it going to be Jon Moxley? No, because Jon Moxley is not coming back. Like, so just keep the puzzle together, and the fact that he's not coming back ever again. So why would you think that he would be coming back to be a mystery opponent? Alright, I'm back. Anyways, people are saying that's a shocking announcement. That. Anyways, we move on from that segment. Yeah, sorry if someone is taking a shower. I'm sorry if that's happening. Yeah, I'm sorry if I do that. But I think I do have the clip of that match. So we're moving on from that segment into a women's tag team championship match, which of course I don't have much clip of on on YouTube about that. But one thing I want to say here, as we're moving on to the women's tag team title match between Boston Connection versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. And a lot of things I have to say about this. Number one, Sasha Banks' gear is pretty cool, along with Naomi's. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And of course, people are saying about these rumors on Instagram, on social media, about is Rhea joining Edge and Damian Priest, or will it be Liv Morgan? Well, it could be, might be. Well, you never know what's gonna happen here. Is it a yes or will it be a no? So Naomi tried to go for a move on Liv Morgan, and then Rhea Ripley tries and stop it, and then gives her a goodbye when Liv connects the powerbomb, and then Rhea makes the tag and try to go for it, the whip tag, and Sasha tried to stop it, and then hit the backstabber on Liv Morgan, and then Sasha broke up the pin. And then Sasha Banks and Naomi. And then Sasha did a code breaker and Naomi did the moves. And then Sasha and Naomi retained the women's tag team champions in a decent effort. And Sasha's WrestleMania face with this hat is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Well, it's a little bit noticeable because it's a teal green. Or is it the same green from that Mania 37 time? I don't even know. Sasha and Naomi are still women's tag team champions. So, it's pretty cool. Well, we move on after the match. We live out are speechless after taking the loss in the women's tag team championship match. And then they argue in the ring. And then let's try to not take a leave. And then they argue very much about who should be the champion. About should they be the champion. Then we have to correct me if I'm wrong. 5 minutes. Yes. Snaps. Or seconds. Because there are minutes. Or even more than 5 minutes. Snaps on Wheel Whip on Liv Morgan. I think people will end in. Let's see if she got the call. And she got a big reaction in New York tonight. On Monday Night Raw with her unleashing her frustration on Liv Morgan. We think people were gonna ask after tonight, is she joining Edge's faction? Which could be questionable. Because you have other guys who could join the faction, like Finn Balor, if we don't get a tag team storyline with Balor and AJ to go up against Priest and Edge, Alexa Bliss possibly if she was to return to WWE television. And then we walked off after hitting the whip on Liv Morgan. So this could be questionable. That is she going to be joining Edge's faction either next week, or the last Smack or the last Raw before WrestleMania Backlash, because we only have 3 weeks left to find out. Are we getting those answers? Then, so yeah, Rhea might be joining the faction. So we move on from that to Sonya Deville to Bianca Belair. And Sonya Deville. Of course, Sonya Deville attacked Bianca Belair last week to get herself into a women's championship this week.
I didn't just wake up one morning.
And so we're gonna play that promo. Should I play the segment? Okay, here we go. Let's watch it.
I didn't just wake up one morning and decide to be a WWE official because I was having some sort of borderline crisis.
And Sonya Deville may not be the best authority figure on the mic when it comes to her mic.
I was forced into this position until I could find my way back to being a WWE superstar.
And you can get I think she got some boos in Buffalo, New York on Monday Night Raw.
To lead those who surround me? Absolutely. And when I saw an opportunity, a window of opportunity, I took it. When Bianca Belair won the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania, I knew that that's who I wanted to be in the ring with. Because Bianca Belair isn't just the EST of WWE. She is the VEST in WWE. Standing right here, right now, I'm a WWE official. So let me remind you, you lay so much as
And-
one finger on me. Well, you'll be subject to repercussions.
Yeah, then of course, before that, I think it was before that, she cashed in her money on I think it was Adam Pearce for the fine.
I'm ready to put my hands on you once you're not acting like a
I think it might be after the hitting the kiss of death to Sonya Deville. And I think after that, the match was up for next week.
Don't get excited. I didn't wait 3 years to have my opportunity in this rusted out suburb of New York City.
Wait, 3 years. So does that mean it was 2019? Because she spent 29 feuding with Naomi and Ember Moon on SmackDown Live. And I didn't even know what she was doing. The Otis and Money. I don't know what we on Dolph Ziggler or Otis.
Next week in your hometown of Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah, Knoxville. She's getting a title shot.
You know what? I'm helping you out. You know why?
Wait, what?
Because when you lose the title, you'll have your family and friends there to console you. On shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, I doubt she has Bianca is gonna have a 73 chance, and and Sonya Deville probably 47 or 27, and chance on or 24 to winning the title next. And then she hits the kiss of death to Sonya Deville. And then Sonya Deville says,
Sure, you're fine. Suspended, and that title's taken away from you. Let me down now.
and then Bianca Belair did what's right, because Sonya Deville sounded very squeaky on the microphone when Bianca Belair had that move on. So we move on from that. Let's see what we have left. Oops, sorry. Oh, let's see, what else do we get tonight? After the Bianca Belair pin, the WWE official. So if you saw the video, I'm going to turn this audio off because I don't want to be copyrighted. So what else did we get tonight? Like, I don't even know what segment we're on now because the ads are in my fucking way. Sorry if I'm swearing, but I really wish ads would go. I just don't know what segment we're now. And I'm confused what segment we're in now. Maybe I'll try and go on YouTube and go on WWE playlist. See what do we have tonight. And there's nothing. I don't know what segment we're on now. I am confused. Because wrestling. Okay, here we go. So we are now on a Via in action match. A Via in action match. Which, because he went up against a local competitor. Correct me if I'm wrong, Via is probably the Indian version of Lars Sullivan. And I think you can hear a pin drop in the arena. And I don't think he gets reaction whatsoever. In my opinion. Well, I understand that WWE is trying to push Via, but I just don't even know if they're buying into Via anymore. Cause they've been forcing him to destroy the Mysterios for 2 weeks. Last week and the Raw after Mania, he destroyed the Mysterios. I don't even know how am I going to buy Via as championship material, in my opinion. So he squashes a jobber with a sleeper hole, and he does it again after the match. Moving on, a lie detector test with Ezekiel and Kevin Owens to find out, because we have this is lie detector test, because we have to find out is Ezekiel Elias or is he not Elias? I'm going to play the second one because I can't wait to rip this in, guys.
Welcome to the KO show.
And this was actually on the Kevin Owens show.
Jim, I appreciate you having me on the show, but you got it all wrong, man. I am not Elias. I am Ezekiel. I am Elias. No, you're not. No, the younger brother. No.
Yeah.
You're Elias.
And this show was actually just built around that.
Just a minute. You're Elias, okay?
Can someone tell me in the comments, is this show about the Ezekiel or just built around Cody Rhodes or the 24/7 shipping? Because I don't even know. And because this is our second week without Roman Reigns on the show, Owens said that that he's a SmackDown guy and they're hiding his injury from WrestleMania, hiding him due to that injury at WrestleMania.
Who wants to hear Zeke speak?
And this is his new catchphrase.
Don't answer that. No, see that? It's the same thing as the walk. You know what? Doesn't matter, Chad. Look him up. You know,
Best money can buy.
You understand? This first one, I'm gonna need you to answer correctly. Is the sky blue?
It's so of course they answer the blue, and then Ezekiel's like, yeah.
Nice. He answered correctly. Let me ask. This one, please answer incorrectly. Is tonight Monday? No.
Liar! He's lying! See? He's a liar! I told you!
Yeah, can't wait. I told him to lie. We're trying to get a baseline here.
Hey,
He's supposed to lie.
Kevin Owens was angry over. Is he saying is today Monday?
Yes or no?
And then you get yes and no.
Is your real name?
It's your real name, Ezekiel.
Say it.
What's the answer gonna be?
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. That's Ezekiel.
Lying?
Good God.
Yeah? How bad is he lying?
He's telling the truth.
And then he was telling us.
It's true! What? No.
And Kevin Owens got frustrated that it was true.
No. Ask him why he's lying. Just ask him why he's lying.
It doesn't work that way. It has to be a yes or no question. I got it. Yes or no?
And then
Is Elias your older brother?
is Elias the older brother?
Yes. It's true.
No,
And then he was telling the truth that it's Ezekiel. And then Kevin Owens got frustrated.
You asked it. I don't even know what you want from me. The machine doesn't work.
Okay, you know what? Is your real name Elias?
No. That's true too. He's telling the truth. Yes.
And Ezekiel is telling the truth that his name is Elias.
What's happening?
You know me, okay? I am a man of academic integrity. And I'm sorry, but all signs point to the fact that he is, in fact, Ezekiel.
All right, you know what?
And it's Ezekiel. And then Kevin Owens gets frustrated.
Don't look like a fool. You're embarrassing yourself. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm not paying you. Get out of here. I'll take it. And you. I am so sick.
No. You know what? I've had enough. I've had just enough. I am tired of playing law and order here. And I am tired of being called a liar by you. The biggest liar in WWE. Now listen, this is a big night for me. I'm excited. I get to have my first ever match in
Alright, I'm back. Someone was in the toilet. I have to turn it off. I don't know. Don't ask me why.
WWE right here and right now.
You know what? No.
And then Kevin Owens is frustrated.
You got this. I
They-
don't know how you work this out, but I know you're lying. The only thing I care about is the truth. And you're going to tell me the truth right now. You are going to admit that you are Elias or else.
Or else what?
Else what? And then Chad Gable attacks Ezekiel after the match. Yep, he attacks Ezekiel after the match. So then, I think it was, we were cut to the commercial. And then after the commercial break, we had Ezekiel versus Chad Gable one-on-one. And Chad Gable's his first match. I mean, Ezekiel's his first match. Sorry if I got the name confused. So we cut from the commercial break to begin this with a chop by Ezekiel. Then Chad Gable reverses to close the Irish whip and then try to go for the kick. Ezekiel tried to go for the kick until did his move on the ankle of Ezekiel. At this point, did anyone care about this match? Because does anyone give a fuck about Ezekiel speaking nothing but the truth? Does anyone care? The answer is no. Because because the people are saying, is this true that Elias is working with? Is Elias working with Ezekiel? I don't even know, and we don't know the question, and we're probably never gonna know. This is a question that we all want to know. And then during that match, we had match card graphics for tonight's main event in Seth Rollins' opponent choice versus Cody Rhodes. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Cody Rhodes' new wonder. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And then, at this point, I was looking on my phone, watching YouTube videos during that match, because I just didn't care. As much Ezekiel might have potential to be either the United States champion or the tag team champions, depending when his Elias return. I think that would be the biggest question right now: is does he have potential, or is he or will he be going after the 24/7 champion? Then I woke up with then I got off my phone as soon as I saw Otis come out, because I had my two eyes on the TV and the phone at the same time, which I know I might get heat for saying that. But Otis assaulted Ezekiel after this match. So does that mean, are we getting a 3-on-1 handicap match with Alpha Academy and Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel at WrestleMania Backlash? I don't even know at this point. I don't. This is why I need a live detector test. We move on to our next matchup. That is probably the best matchup. The best thing about about tonight. I think that might be the best thing about this show. That is RK Bro versus the Street Profits. Correct me if I'm wrong. How many times have we seen this match in 2021? I mean, in 2022. We saw that matchup we saw it at day one. We've seen it in somewhere around January, February, and March. They were in the tag team title match at WrestleMania. So, I don't even know the questions at this point in time. To me in the comment section. How many times have they fighted throughout 2022? There's a question we all have to know. And then, so Otis kicked Angelo Dawkins in the gut, and then uppercuts him. Then we attack to Matt Riddle. But Randy works on the arm, and Riddle tries to do the same thing. And then on the ankle, go in the foot off, and then did a backflip onto Angelo Dawkins. And then Angelo Dawkins kicks out. Then Montez Ford makes it to the matchup. And tries to go for the 5-star until Matt Riddle stops it from happening. Then bless you. I don't know what's going on. Back to the matchup. So then Matt Riddle starts punching at Montez Ford. And Montez Ford kicks it, versus it with a kick. And then Matt Riddle kicks him, which was actually very floppy by now. And then Angelo Dawkins makes a tag. And then tries to go for a move on his ankle. And then Riddle makes a tag to Orton. And then Orton gets fired up in Europe. You know what's firing me up? Is that biased segment about the 24/7 championship. And Randy Orton looks great. This is why I love Randy Orton. He's probably around the top 10. I know people may not be a fan of him because of anything. Because when you grow up as a wrestling fan, you may not be big of him. When he was the biggest asshole as a heel. And being known as a legend killer. And then I think we were going to get a one-on-one match with Wade versus Kurt at Mania. Until Orton came in and they changed it into a triple threat match. And there was a sign in New York named Hey Randy and I love, which is the love heart emoji. I love Arcade Boy. And then we got Usos' song hitting when Matt Riddle tries to go for Randy Orton's RKO, and then Montez Ford drop kicks Orton off the aprons. Meaning, where are the Usos? And then Angel Dawkins tries to get offensive. And then Angel Dawkins lifts him up, and then did their move, their typical move. And then after that happened, Street Profits beats RK Bro with an Usos distraction. You know what this could leave? That we're getting a triple threat match at WrestleMania Backlash. I don't even know. Is he getting a triple threat? Are we getting a triple threat match at WrestleMania Backlash? That might be a question we all have to find out at a later date. So we come on from that onto into an Edge and Damian Priest promising that there was Judgment Day about this. Let me turn the volume. And I think they faced off last week on Raw. Sorry if I haven't. And while we're watching the segment, I want to apologize that we haven't done a Raw with you last week because I was busy with a lot of things going on. The wood of the darkness. And people may not be big on Edge's heel character because he's having the Undertaker's light. Yeah. I may be angry that Roman Reigns may have not been on, because A, he's on SmackDown. I don't even know what they're doing with him. Is it because he has a shoulder popped at WrestleMania? Meaning that they're hiding him due to the injury. Towards who's he facing for the Undisputed at WrestleMania Backlash. He might not be able to make it to the show. As of So does that mean that is Edge going after Roman Reigns' Undisputed Championship very soon? It seems like it's gonna happen. That we're probably gonna get Edge versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam or the UK or at TLC in Saudi Arabia, depending on what will the news be. Meaning, or maybe at day one, depending if Roman's still the Undisputed Champion. Yep, and as of right now, the matchup is set for the WrestleMania Backlash, which might be the best thing about the show outside of the unification match between the Usos and RK Bro.
We finally decided to seize the day. What that means for the rest of the WWE and more specifically what that means for you, which is that's Judgment Day.
Yep. I kind of want Judgment Day to return. The pay-per-view. And then AJ Styles gets an interview.
Do you have a response to Edge's challenge for a match at
And he actually accepts the challenge. And then somebody was bickering with the lights backstage. Meaning, is it the Undertaker or something? And then it is the Ministry. And then AJ tried to work on Edge while Damien Priest put I think it was a hurt lock on his one arm, and then headlocked him on the second arm, and then so Edge can do the damage, and then try to hurt his arm. So does that mean is AJ not making it to WrestleMania Backlash because of his arm injury? It seems like he's not going to make it to WrestleMania Backlash with that injury. Overall, I'm wondering maybe we might get Finn Balor in Edge's faction at WrestleMania Backlash if they add the stipulation within next week or on the Monday before that pay-per-view. Are they gonna add in like a steel cage match and then have all the hoodies on the guys at ringside for Edge versus AJ Styles, and then when AJ tries to go for a win, a new member of Edge's faction comes out, helps Edge beat AJ again. So we move on into the United States Championship match between Austin Theory and Finn Balor. Which of course, Balor has done nothing with the United States Championship for months. He's done nothing with the title since beating Damien Priest, because they didn't put him on the WrestleMania card, so both celebrities, New Days, and almost both get matches, but Balor and Ricochet doesn't. And it kind of pisses people off, because why did they have Ricochet beat Jinder Mahal on SmackDown and then have Theory, and then have Balor put Theory over? Someone needs to tell me, because I think they're finally understanding the mistake they've done with Ricochet, aka Prince Puma. And that is the fact that they buried him at the showdown at Saudi Arabia. They buried him to Brock Lesnar, and then he's never been the same. He took a loss to Riddick Moss on an episode of Raw before the Elimination Chamber in 2020. And then we were all thinking, is he gonna get his push when he got drafted to SmackDown? And he's been spending a couple of months with Cesaro, and then being an afterthought until they finally knows what shall we do with him. Let's push him. Let's give him the Intercontinental Champion. All particularly because of Johnny Knoxville's interference on Sami Zayn, which was going to be one of our nightmares according to What Culture, aka Dave Meltzer, for WrestleMania. Yeah. Former here. Yeah. And it makes no sense. Why do they have Theory win? But, and Jinder not. I think because they are burying Jinder Mahal, because they realized how much they fucked SmackDown Live up in 2017 when he was WWE champion. That same guy who buried Shinsuke Nakamura. And we're kind of now you want us to believe in Nakamura era. And I bet on social media, the Wrestling Nerd, my good friend over there, is pissed off that Austin Theory is now the new United States champion. And I kind of predicted it very much, because in my universe mode, the New Year's actually in Super AJ Styles Nick's universe mode, he beat John Cena for the Intercontinental Championship on the New Year episode of SmackDown, and now I predicted it, and my prediction has happened 3 months later. So Balor tried to go for the coup de grace, and then also we hits a finisher on him and wins the United States Champion. That is the best you have for Finn Balor, a former NXT champion, a former United States, a former Intercontinental champion, a former Universal champion. That's the best you have for a former NXT champion, a former Intercontinental champion, and the former Universal champion, having put over Austin Theory, who is consistently being a bum on New Year's Eve in Titus Catering. I don't even know. Why would I think that I would believe in Theory? Well, actually, he was feuding with Balor, but then it didn't make it to day one. And you can see at Buffalo, New York, Theory got the booze out the building, and kinda, by one guy. And it seems like Vince McMahon finally is pushing this guy when there's not even enough John Cena's in the company. So this is why they had to take Austin Theory because I don't even know who's the face of the company at this point. Is it Theory or Drew McIntyre getting shoved down our throats? Because Theory will be shoved down our throats along with Ricochet before that blink is made. When that blink is made, what would people will be thinking about? I don't even know. And then of course, when Austin Theory was celebrating, everybody they named Cedric Alexander, Otis, Chad Gable, T-Bar, aka Dominic Dijakovic, Dabakato, aka Commander Cease, and Apollo Crews were celebrating. And then Vince McMahon came out to see him with a big celebration. We all thought, are we getting an announcement? But I don't even know why did they give Theory the United States title when he took a stunner at WrestleMania to Stone Cold Steve Austin. And this episode of Raw was sponsored by Make-A-Wish, which is kind of funny. So we move on to that for probably one of the most funny 24/7 championship segments of 2022 in a wedding. I'm gonna play this clip. Oh, actually no, I don't want to do it because I will get copyrighted. So I think it was R-Truth who said, "Alright, you all like that, alright, welcome you all dears. Honored and beloved guests." And of course, on that picture, you see we have some random staff. And of course you have, I don't even know who are all the members. Because we do know it's Sasha Banks, Naomi, Angel, Hoboto, Nikki AAC, and Nikki Ash. And of course we had Noise in Buffalo, New York. And all of you schemers we gathered here today to join the honor of Dana Brooke. Which I don't know, it's Brooke, not Brooks. Brooke. And then R-Truth was second. And then R-Truth said, "My bad. we're all gathered here today with a laugh for Dana Brooke," which I think it might be from R-Truth or the Buffalo, New York, to be unified. And then Tamina to get to his main man. And then Sour with smiling. So without further irrigation, I don't know. And then they were pumped to be with Popular of the Buffalo of New York, which was a big episode. This could have been Madison Square Garden, honestly. I don't know. Oh, when are we getting Super Raw? I mean, the Raw Super Show. So in Madison Square Garden. So Dana Brooke was reading a paper with Reggie on the WWE about what's gonna happen. And then he was talking about friend zone, and and there were some ups and downs. To be in love, to only grow stronger. And then the dreams of the and someone tell me, why is Angel Hoboto on Raw when that's listed as SmackDown Superstars? Because we don't know who was traded. Well, they're trading for Gunther and Ludwig. What? Then Dana Brooke was making out with Reddy. I don't even know, is he a boy or a girl? And then Ikea Tadao and Tamina were fighting over who's gonna speak. Because this is what WWE's relying on in 2022. The 24/7 champion. Yep, because Big E's out. Roman Reigns is out. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, is this the second week we have not seen Roman Reigns? And I think it's going to be the third week, because they're not going to hide him over his shoulder being popped and having a shoulder injury at WrestleMania. Meaning, is he getting surgery? I don't even know. But all I do know is how much abysmal is the 24/7 championship in 2022. This, because it used to have good segments from here. And when Reggie Dana Brooke was kissing her, Reggie pinned Dana Brooke become the 24/7 champion. And then Tamina kicked Reggie very sloppy once again, took the 24/7 championship away from Reggie, and then was hiding, and then picked Tamina to win the 24/7 champion. To win the 24/7 champion. Yeah, and then Dana Brooke would claim the title. I am so laughed out after watching this segment. And it's very laughable that what was Brooklyn, New York were, and you can hear a pin drop at the arena for Buffalo, New York. It just wasn't buying this segment. So we move on from the 24/7 championship. We're moving on to Bobby Lashley. So I'm gonna play this clip to show. Is Bobby Lashley good on the microphone? Maybe we'll have to find out. And of course, he's still portrayed as the Almighty One. I want you to watch this video to show, is he good or bad on the mic, or is he 2018 Lashley all over in 2022? Yeah. And does anyone care about Bobby Lashley in 2000 now that he doesn't have a manager? Because he broke up, he kicked Shelton and Cedric out of the Hurt Business 3 months before that breakup. And almost there's not enough managers, because managers are getting released or wanted there's no prime managers in WWE's history. Because this is one of the biggest problems. He doesn't have a manager, which there should be 4 managers in the company for Gunther, one. And of course, MVP is challenging Bobby Lashley into an arm wrestling contest, and then almost put the hands on the camera.
That's not surprising at all. MVP thinks it's safe because it's not.
Does anyone think that Bobby Lashley has a decent voice compared to his 2018 one? And I don't think babyface Bobby Lashley is going to work for everyone else, because it will be doomed to fail like it did in 2018. And I was the first guy. I told you so when we had the 3 sisters with Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley, the obstacle course, and many other things. And there you can see we're challenging into an arm wrestling contest. Yeah. I don't even know why they think Bobby Lashley's the Almighty One. What is almighty about him coming out of TNA and his failed run in 2018 and 2019? What is so special about him in 2018? Probably the year people that was valued, he was the most hated superstar outside Baron Corbin. Oh yeah, he was in a program with he was in a program with Sami Zayn, with the 3 sisters and the obstacle race, and killing him at Money in the Bank. Then an uninterested feud that people didn't like which was Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns. That was just mainly trying to get to people though, being desperate mood to get Roman over. In the country of Extreme Rules 2018. Then he was just random 4 on Raw, and then we're in a tag team match with John Cena at Super Showdown. Then after that, he turned heel. He was in a random feud with Finn Balor after breaking Kevin Owens' leg on an episode of Raw. And then, socially, became a random 4. And then joined up with Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre. And then to take out Braun Strowman and take out Elias. And then he was wrecked by the Shield. But that will be another story for another day. And the main event of this show, Cody Rhodes versus a Seth Rollins picked opponent, which is, if you thought it was going to be Jon Moxley, you're wrong. If you guessed Kevin Owens, you are correct. Because people were wondering, how did Kevin Owens get ready when he was in a lie detector test with Ezekiel? To see if he's Elias, or is he not Elias? I don't even know what to think. And of course, Cody Rhodes has had a great a great return right now. But I can swear it's gonna change in a couple of weeks. Why don't I become the first guy I told you so? When his return is gonna fail, because he's probably gonna be buried out SummerSlam to Roman Reigns. I'll be the first guy I told you so. But yet he deserves a title shot. This guy has all the potential to hold the company on his ground. And it's probably one of the best things about WWE television right now. Outside of Roman Reigns, the undisputed champion, Edge's heel turn. Edge's lately heel turn, an announcement of we're unifying the titles. And I think it's better television than what we're getting over on SmackDown. What are we getting on SmackDown? Drew McIntyre being a random fault before the UK pay-per-view. And then a feud with Ronda Rousey and Charlotte I can give a fucking care about. Is it like it's gonna be I think this is gonna be better than what we got on AEW Dynamite because of that god-awful announcement that Tony Khan is debuting a Great Khali wannabe. And what was his name? Because I don't talk about AEW all that much. He debuted Satan Singh. And people were angry about it. Oh, shit. But anyways, where was it? Cody Rhodes defeats Kevin Owens. Well, I think it was technically via count. Yeah. And then Seth Rollins after the match. And after Cody Rhodes attack him out. The wall goes off the air with Cody Rhodes just reckless by Seth Rollins. But anyways, this show was a complete waste of time, everybody. I don't know how this can interest everyone going into WrestleMania Backlash. This WrestleMania's Backlash. It's going to be an excellent pay-per-view. After garbage we got on tonight's show. I figured I could take a lie detector test while thinking about this show needs changes effectively. Anyways, I'm gonna play do some WWE 2K22 Universe Mode recording, and this show can kiss my ass. Have a nice day, kids, and please don't miss tomorrow's episode, the Friday's episode of Universe Mode, and Friday for a big birthday video of Nick Taylor. See you all in the next video.